The story of Jack and Sarah. As a child, Jack was always the odd one out. He struggled to make friends and often felt lonely and isolated. But despite his social struggles, Jack had a deep belief in the power of unity. He believed that with the right technology and a shared vision, humanity could accomplish great things. Jack's love of technology and space led him to pursue a career in aerospace engineering. He spent his days designing rockets and satellites, dreaming of a future where humans could explore the stars and unlock the secrets of the universe. But as the years went by, Jack's loneliness began to weigh on him. He longed for a true connection with another person, someone who understood his passions and shared his vision for the future. One day, Jack met a woman named Sarah at a space technology conference. She was a fellow engineer with a passion for space exploration that matched his own. They hit it off immediately, bonding over their shared love of the stars and the infinite possibilities that lay beyond. As they worked together on a project, Jack and Sarah grew closer and closer. They talked about everything, from the intricacies of rocket propulsion to their deepest hopes and fears. Jack had never felt so connected to another person in his life. But as their relationship blossomed, Jack began to realize that he still carried the scars of his lonely childhood. He struggled to let go of his old insecurities, fearing that he would lose Sarah if she ever saw the true extent of his pain. One day, Sarah confronted Jack about his fears. She told him that she loved him for who he was, scars and all, and that she would always be there to support him. With Sarah's love and support, Jack was finally able to overcome his feelings of loneliness and isolation. He realized that true unity was not just about technology or shared goals, but about the deep connection between two people who loved each other unconditionally. Years later, Jack and Sarah stood together on a launch pad, watching as their latest satellite soared into the heavens. As the rocket disappeared into the sky, Jack felt a sense of wonder and joy that he had never felt before. He knew that he was no longer alone, that he had someone by his side who understood him and shared his dreams. As they walked away from the launch pad, Jack took Sarah's hand and looked up at the stars. He knew that there were still countless mysteries waiting to be unlocked, but for the first time in his life, he felt like he had all the love and support he needed to face them. Over the years, Jack and Sarah's relationship only grew stronger. They became each other's best friend and soulmate, sharing everything from their work to their hobbies to their deepest fears and aspirations. They supported each other through thick and thin, through the highs and lows of their careers and personal lives. Together, they accomplished great things in the field of space technology. They designed cutting-edge rockets and satellites that pushed the boundaries of what was possible. They pioneered new methods of propulsion and exploration that opened up whole new avenues for human discovery. But even as their careers soared, Jack and Sarah never forgot their belief in unity. They knew that the true power of technology lay not in its ability to conquer space, but in its ability to bring people together and solve the world's greatest challenges. So they dedicated themselves to projects that had a positive impact on society, working to improve access to education, healthcare, and renewable energy. They founded a nonprofit organization that focused on using space technology for the betterment of humanity and poured their hearts and souls into the cause. Through it all, Jack and Sarah's love never faltered. They continued to support each other through every challenge and triumph, and their bond only grew stronger with each passing day. They knew that they were each other's rock, their constant source of strength and inspiration. And when they finally retired from their careers, they knew that they had left a lasting legacy. They had pushed the boundaries of human knowledge and exploration and had worked to make the world a better place in the process. As they sat together on their front porch, watching the sunset, Jack took Sarah's hand and looked into her eyes. He knew that he had found the true love that he had always yearned for, and that he had never been happier in his life. "Thank you for being my partner, my friend, and my soulmate," he said, his voice choked with emotion. "I love you more than words can express." Sarah smiled, her eyes shining with tears. "I love you too, Jack," she said, "and I always will." As they sat together, basking in the warmth of the setting sun, Jack knew that he had found everything he had ever wanted in life. And he knew that he had never been more grateful for the power of love, unity, and the infinite possibilities of space. In their final days together, Jack and Sarah remained as devoted to each other as ever. They had shared a lifetime of love and adventure, and they were at peace knowing that they had made a difference in the world. As they aged, they moved into a small cottage by the sea, where they could watch the waves crash against the shore and gaze up at the stars at night. They spent their days reading, painting, and reminiscing about their past adventures. Despite their age, they still kept up with the latest developments in space technology. They followed every launch and mission with enthusiasm, and they marveled at the new discoveries and breakthroughs that were being made every day. But as the years went by, their health began to decline. Jack's mind grew foggy with age, and Sarah's body grew weak and frail. They knew that their time together was growing short, but they refused to let go of each other. One night, as they sat together on their porch, watching the stars twinkle overhead, Jack turned to Sarah and took her hand. "I don't know what comes next," he said softly, "but I know that I want to face it with you by my side." Sarah squeezed his hand in response. "I'll be with you every step of the way," she said. "We'll face whatever comes together, just like we always have." As their final days approached, Jack and Sarah spent every moment they could together. They talked about their life together, their dreams and their achievements. They shared stories and memories, and they held each other close, savoring every last moment of their time together. And when the end finally came, they went together, hand in hand, just as they had always wanted. But their love and their legacy lived on, in the hearts and minds of all those who had been touched by their incredible journey.